Welcome back, Stingers, and welcome to the first ever Scorpio season Q&A series where I'm going to be answering your questions and responding to your triggering commentary left under my videos every single day for 30 days. Secret fans, are you ready? Alright guys, today we have a very serious question that I've spoken about numerous times, especially in my books. If you're listening or watching, please get a copy of all my books. It'll answer so many questions. You guys have a lot of questions that are answered in my books. All of them. I have 4 books on the website, so get into it. Alright, here we go. Why do I attract people with dark, draining energy into my life? And it's not just women relationships. My whole life I've attracted, now listen to this. You guys know I'm a words person. So just listen. My whole life I've attracted bullies, people with depression, and sometimes people just lash out at me. And I could just be at work, minding my own business, saying absolutely nothing. So in my books, I take you back to my childhood, and I take you all the way back to maybe 4 years old. 4 years old, when I became aware of energy, when I became aware of specific types of energy, negative, really volatile, disgusting energy, and I became aware, and I didn't have a language for it then, of how I responded to it, or what type of anxiety it produced in me. And I didn't have that language to even, I didn't have that word anxiety in my vocabulary, in my emotional vocabulary until recently, really, because I never thought I was anxious. People were like, oh, I have anxiety. And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I look at my whole childhood, like half my life has been anxiety. And so when we talk about why you attract things, you must be new to my channel, because your attraction point is what your energy level is deep down. So you keep attracting the most volatile individuals. You pick up, all of the negative traits in people. They want to bother you. They want to disrupt you just like they did me. They wanted to fight me all the time. I was the quietest person in the world. And when I started discovering that they were attracted to my low self-esteem, because other kids weren't getting bullied, and I bet where you work, there are people they're hee-heeing with who they wouldn't dare, honey, go and fuck with them. They just wouldn't dare. It wouldn't even be a thought. But then they see you and your low self-esteem sitting in the corner, and they're like, let's go over there and start some shit. So a lot of you guys can't stand this conversation when I have it, because it reflects all of the inner work that you need to do that you don't want to do. You don't want to do, oh no, I don't have low self-esteem. They're just bothering me. Right, because people just walk around and they just bother people who feel good about themselves. They just bother those people who light up a room. They just bother those people. It's such a complete, 180 from when I didn't even know I had low self-esteem, but everybody wanted to fight me all the time. And no matter what I did, no matter what I said, they were like coming for me. Like, yeah, there she is in the corner. Into when I transform into someone with high self-esteem, and now people want to play with me, people want to be around me, people want to friend me, people want to be like, what's your name? You're cool, blah, blah, blah. Two totally different scenarios. And so individuals don't want to hear this from me because they don't want to do the work. You don't want to do the groundwork. You attract the energy that you have inside. You bully yourself. You don't like yourself. You hate yourself. You annoy yourself. You disrespect yourself. Your inner conversation is probably the ugliest thing that anyone's ever seen. And when you have that in here, you just radiate it. Like you're sending RSVPs and signals out to every bully in the world, to every person who they can't stand themselves, so then now they got somebody to fight. They don't like themselves, so now they got to equal, oh, she don't like herself either, good. They're showing you how you feel about you. They're showing you how you feel about you, because I don't get bullied as a high self-esteem person. I don't get bullied. I don't care what room I step in. If I can go anywhere right now and people will want to know who I am. They'll be like, let's keep in touch. They'll want to be friendly with me. They see that spark. They see that light. They see I'm comfortable with myself. And not in a phony way. Not this fake it till you make it bullshit. Not this like, oh, let me get dressed up and pretend. No, I can smell somebody who's really insecure a mile away, and I want to stay away from them. I'm so repulsed by them. Whereas when I was younger and I also had that energy, we attracted each other. Like all my friends were fucking losers. All my friends were depressed. And we talked about this in my book, Rise from the Ashes. We talked about, all this stuff. We talked about, who my friends were at school. We talked about, in my book, Dating Scorpio, we got 12 different relationships. Look at these people, How did I, out of the whole world, meet them, okay? And this is the excuse I hear, people saying all sorts of excuses. Oh, that's not me. Oh, yes, the hell it is. Your whole entire world, where you live, your friendship circles, where you work, all that shit is you. You've attracted all of that. All of that. And if you're the one getting bullied every day and talked down to, there is a problem. And I had to look at myself, and it took a really long time to really look and be accountable. And this is something my father introduced me to when I was around 30 years old. Accountability. He would notice these things. He would notice that I was always complaining, that I couldn't keep a job. I was always saying somebody else is bothering me, or somebody else is doing something. He's like, you know what? What did he say? He was like, you ever sit down and have a talk with yourself? And I didn't really understand the concept back then. I was kind of like you guys, making a bunch of bullshit excuses. And he was like, all this shit you talk about is, how come you're the common denominator? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't get anything right? Like, everybody's always bothering you. They're always out to get you. Like, what is this? And it took me a long time to figure that all out. That it was, in fact, me giving off the signal, because everybody else was happy. How come the girl next to me is not having a problem? How come this one is never having a problem? How come it's always you having the problem? Doesn't it click like it must be you? But I understand why people avoid this, because they just don't want to get in that mirror. Most of you guys are never going to do the work. And this is the honest truth. And I know that because you keep asking me the same stupid ass questions year after year. The same questions. There's some of you who just complain, and you're old, okay? You're middle-aged. You guys are almost 50 years old, and you're still talking about your toxic friends, or you're complaining about friends that you have, that you choose, who are not elevating and this, that, and the other, but yet you choose them. So you don't even see your own mess. It's always a blame game. Like, oh, she's got a problem. Yeah, right. Well, you're friends. So if she got a problem, you got a problem. Many of you just don't. You're never going to do the work. You don't want to do the work. You're never going to do the work. And I know this for a fact. I get the same emails from people from like 5 years who's still in the same predicament, doing stupid shit. Oh, my mother hates me. Good. She's always fucking hated you. Always. What's new? Like, what? Did we discover something new? Oh, there's a new kind of hate now? She's hated you your whole life. So what? What does that have to do with you continuously doing this, all the stupid shit, making the dumb choices? After she's dead, are you gonna, what excuse do you have then? oh, she hated me and that's why, yeah, okay. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You got to rise from the ashes, honey. Because your whole life you're going to die with people still disrespecting you. And listen, maybe it's something that you like because, you know, I didn't like it at all. And when I started making the changes that I did over 13 years ago, whew, it was some heavy business. It really is. It's very heavy when you have to confront yourself and not make excuses. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you can purchase a master chart reading, a one-on-one personal live stream session, my audio and paperback books, plus Scorpio season exclusive videos. I'll see you guys there.